Okay, what's up guys? How's everyone doing? Right, I know it's been a while since I've actually done one of these, so it's, you're going to have to bear with me. Now what you're seeing in the background is some gameplay from the PlayStation 4 version of Project Cars. It's a little ropey, it's on a reasonably high difficulty level, but I didn't want to be, you know, spending the whole gameplay with them crashing into me and generally driving like Jason Plato. Now, I'm using the PlayStation 4 controller for this with no assists apart from the braking zone because I'm used to playing Forza, so my braking zones are a little different than what they're designed for in here, so 9 times out of 10 I'll usually end up going straight on and crashing into the barrier. Alright, plenty to talk about. First I'm going to be starting off with Brexit. And it's been a few weeks now, so I want to let things settle down and wait for it all to generally blow over, which I really don't think it has done too much. Yeah, people are mad. people are mad. Right, does voting Brexit make you a racist? No. Not really. Does being concerned about immigration make you a racist? I'm going to go with no. There is a great deal of difference between being concerned about immigration and just not wanting anybody from the outside to come in at all. No, we are not communist North Korea. That's not how we work. So just because you're concerned about immigration and perhaps voted Brexit, based on that does not make you a racist. And I think anybody who suggests otherwise, I think needs to look at whether they're a racist or not, to be honest. I think it's very likely that they probably are racist or have racist undertones in them if they're accusing you of being racist without any, you know, any evidence to suggest whatsoever. So, right, do I think we are now doomed because we voted to leave Europe? No, not necessarily. People forget, Great Britain was around a long, long time before the European Union. In fact, as far as I can tell, before the European Union, we were actually producing more of our own stuff and exporting it, like cars. Right, bad example, most of the cars are crap, but there are a few good ones. You know, aircraft, all sorts of things, you know, so do I think we're doomed? No, not necessarily, as I go quite wide there. Anyway, so, no, I don't necessarily think we're doomed. Now, other thing I do want to talk about concerning Brexit is the behaviour of folks like Bob Geldof. Oh my god. I don't know what that dude was thinking. You have fishermen who are genuinely worried about their livelihood. Now, I don't know a great deal about fishing, but what I do know is there is a lot of restrictions on fishermen, in this country anyway, and there is it takes a lot of money to run a fishing boat. Now, first of all, you know, you've got to pay out a lot before you even catch so much as a sardine, from what I understand. Now, you know, they do pay out quite a lot, and they do have to get up at all sorts of hours of the day, you know, times that you and I would consider to be very unsociable. You know, the times they have to get up, most people are getting in from their nightclubs and what have you. You know, maybe they're calling home from the pub. You never know. So, for then Bob Geldof to get pissed up on his boat and start swearing at them and calling them all the names under the sun, I'm sorry, Bobby boy, it's just not on, pal. You're a disgrace. You're a disgrace to this country, you're an embarrassment. And that's all I've got to say about that. Well, actually, no, that's not all I've got to say about that. You know, you have got it at some point into your head that you're funny. And I'm sorry, but you're just not, you're an idiot. You've always been an idiot, you're probably born an idiot. So I think you owe those guys a huge apology, unless you already have done, and I've missed it somewhere, and if that's the case, I apologise, but I'm sorry, until that's at the time, you're a disgrace. I'm not going to go into the kind of person he is in terms of a husband and a father, because that's not for me to say, but all I'm going to say is, you could have done better, pal, you could have done better. Right. So no, I don't necessarily think we're doomed. I don't necessarily think that, you know, it's all going to go to hell like some people are predicting. You know, I just don't. I think we're better than that as a country, as a nation, as a people. You know, we get a lot of bad rep around the world, but you know what? That's fine. You know, you have people still going on about the British Empire and how people were treated and back, you know, back hundreds of thousands of years ago. That's fine. You know, if you want to assume that everyone in the country is the same, just because, you know, something happened thousands of years ago, that's fine. I think that says more about your ignorance than it does about anything else. You know, it's the same people that assume all Germans are Nazis. We know that's not the case. You know, and you know, it's the same people that think all Japanese are sadistic psychopaths. Again, nowhere near the mark. Nowhere near at all. So, I suggest everyone just sit down, relax, sit in your favourite chair, have a cup of tea, have a banana, and just try not to worry too much. And I'm quite concerned that it appears kids these days are being taught that this country apparently can't wipe its own arse without the European Union. Which way did I vote? Well, I was genuinely undecided. I really was. And by the time I was decided, it was a little bit too late. So unfortunately, I left it too late, and that's my fault. You know, and I should be ashamed of myself. Really. Well, no, I'm not ashamed of myself. You know, it was hard to know what the facts were and how you demonstrate that. Really. So, yeah, I left it a bit too late. What can I say? Alright. Now, this T Martin business with T Martin and his pals. No, I don't normally badmouth other YouTubers, and I don't normally name drop if I do badmouth other YouTubers. But dude, you gotta disclose this shit, man. Come on. Get your crap together, T Martin. You know, I mean, how much money do you need? You know, you drive a GTR for crying out loud. You know, I'm not subscribed to T Martin, but and I always guessed that his enthusiasm was slightly put on. But Matt, the kid got greedy, so I guess that's what happens, and he got caught. You know, Drifter, I'm not going to badmouth. You know, Drifter took the time to answer me a message and help me out, so you know, I'm not going to thank him for that at all. Alright, so that's the end of that race. It's the end of the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.